You know what's funny? We all act like motivation is this mystical force that only shows up when Mercury is not in retrograde and our life is perfectly aligned. But it is not. Still, you're there waiting for a feeling that doesn't come first. And I know that sounds confusing, but give me 3 minutes of your time, and I'll show you a psychological trick so stupidly simple that you'll be mad nobody told you this sooner. This isn't some manifesting nonsense or a cold plunge guru telling you to suffer for no reason. This is actual neuroscience packaged in a way that your procrastinating brain can finally use. So if you're tired of being stuck in the eternal loop of "I'll start tomorrow," stick around. First, we need to address the elephant in the room. Most people treat motivation like it's a prerequisite for action, like you need to feel pumped before you can do anything productive. That's the equivalent of waiting to feel like a millionaire before you start saving money. My guy, my friend, that's not how this works. You're basically waiting for lightning to strike while standing inside a Faraday cage. You've got your phone in one hand, snacks in the other, Netflix paused at the 37-minute mark, and you're genuinely confused why productivity isn't just materializing out of thin air. People treat motivation like it's a subscription service, expected delivery, somewhere between tomorrow and the heat death of the universe. And when it doesn't show up, they just shrug and say, "Guess I'm not feeling it today. Maybe next week I'll be a different person." But here's the uncomfortable truth nobody wants to hear. You're not unmotivated. You're just addicted to the fantasy of becoming motivated without actually doing anything. The average person spends more time preparing to be productive than actually being productive. They'll organize their desk for 40 minutes, color code their planner, download 7 different productivity apps, and then call it a day because all that planning was exhausting. Congratulations, you just procrastinated with structure. Now let me virtually hold your hand while I'm telling you this. Motivation doesn't come before action. It comes after. I know. Mind-blowing. Revolutionary. Someone should have mentioned this literally anywhere in the education system, but here we are. Your brain doesn't wake up and decide to be motivated. Your brain responds to movement. It's a follower, not a leader. It's waiting for you to make the first move, and then it'll reluctantly admit, "Okay, fine. I guess we're doing this now." This is called activation energy in psychology, which sounds fancy, but it's basically just science's way of saying your brain is lazy until you force it not to be. The hardest part of any task isn't the task itself. It's the first 20 seconds of starting it. Think about it. Going to the gym isn't hard. Walking to your car in gym clothes is hard. Writing isn't hard. Opening a blank document and typing the first sentence is hard. Studying isn't hard. Sitting down and reading the first paragraph without checking your phone is excruciating. Your brain operates on dopamine prediction. It's constantly scanning the environment asking, is this worth it? Will this feel good? Or can I just scroll TikTok instead? And here's the thing. Scrolling always wins that battle because it gives instant dopamine with zero effort. But once you start moving, once you do literally anything productive for even 60 seconds, your brain releases a tiny hit of dopamine and suddenly goes, "Oh wait, this feels good. Let's keep going." That's the whole game. That's the secret. You don't need a vision board or a morning mantra or a life coach named Brad who charges $300 an hour to tell you to believe in yourself. You just need to trick your brain into taking the first step. And that's exactly what this 3-minute system does. All right, here's the actual trick. It's stupid simple, which is exactly why it works. This system has 3 parts, and each one takes about a minute. Miss one, and you'll just end up back in the scroll hole. Do all 3, and your brain literally won't have a choice but to cooperate. Step 1. Kill the friction. Set a timer for 3 minutes. Your brain can handle 3 minutes of literally anything. Now pick one micro action, not the whole task, not the project, just the tiniest possible first step. And I mean microscopic. Put on your shoes, open your laptop, clear your desk, fill a water bottle. One thing. No thinking, no planning. No, let me just finish this video first. You're a robot executing a command. That's it. Remember, your brain hates starting big things. It loves starting small things. When you tell yourself, "I need to write a 10-page essay," your brain immediately files that under "things we'll deal with never." But when you say, "I'm going to open Google Docs," your brain goes, "Oh, that's nothing, sure." The goal isn't to finish anything. The goal is to eliminate the friction between you and the starting line. Most people never start because the gap between sitting on the couch and being productive feels like the Grand Canyon. This step turns it into a crack in the sidewalk. Step 2. Dopamine prime. Now that you've done your micro-action, you're going to spend 60 seconds pairing pleasure with movement. This is called temptation bundling in behavioral psychology, and it's basically hacking your reward system in real time. Play a song that makes you feel unstoppable, not a sad acoustic playlist, something that makes you want to run through a wall, or do a quick stretch, or visualize your future self absolutely crushing life while everyone who doubted you watches in confusion. The point is to train your brain to associate action with good feelings. You're literally rewiring the dopamine circuit to say, movement equals reward. This is why people who work out to music they love actually enjoy the gym more. Their brain starts linking effort to pleasure. You're doing the same thing but in 60 seconds instead of 6 months. And no, scrolling your phone doesn't count as dopamine priming. That's dopamine theft. Big difference. Step 3. The micro move. Do one tiny action that's directly connected to your actual task. And I mean tiny. Write one sentence. Do 5 push-ups. Walk for 45 seconds. Open your assignment and read the first paragraph. Anything that keeps the momentum rolling. By now, your brain has already switched gears. The, ugh, I don't wanna feeling, it's gone, or at least quiet. Because you've already been moving for 2 minutes, and your brain has decided that apparently we're productive now. This is the Zeigarnik effect in action. Once you start something, your brain gets obsessed with finishing it. Unfinished tasks create mental tension. Your brain doesn't like loose ends. So the moment you write that first sentence or take that first step, it's already pulling you toward the next one. 80% of the time, you won't stop at 3 minutes. You'll keep going. Not because you're suddenly motivated, but because you're already in motion, and staying in motion is way easier than starting from zero. Just 3 minutes, and then your brain has no choice but to cooperate. Why? Because you're combining dopamine priming, micro-habit psychology, activation energy reduction, and future self-visualization into one 3-minute sequence. Your brain is getting hit from 4 angles at once. It doesn't ask you to be a different person. It doesn't require discipline you don't have or willpower you haven't built yet. It just requires 3 minutes and the ability to follow 3 steps. That's it. That's the whole back door to motivation. No guru required. No $70 course. Just you, a timer, and the decision to stop waiting for inspiration to knock. Try it today, right now if you can. Pick one thing you've been avoiding. Set a 3-minute timer. Do the steps. Watch what happens. And when it works, because it will, try it again tomorrow, and the next day, and the day after that. Because here's the truth. Motivation isn't a personality trait. It's not something you're born with. It's a skill you build one 3-minute session at a time. So stop waiting. Stop negotiating. Stop pretending that one day you'll wake up as a completely different person who just naturally wants to do hard things. That person doesn't exist. But the person who can move for 3 minutes, that's you. Right now. Today. And when someone asks what changed, when they notice you're different, just smile and say, 3 minutes. You got this.